Hello, everyone. Here is your Carmen Cornelia Haselwanter, and I'm very much welcoming you to the 11:11 talks, where I share in 11 minutes 3 impulses from over 30 years of experience. Today I was a bit late simply because the internet was really struggling. So therefore, thank you for your patience. And let me just already start into your today's talk. And it's all about, let me just read it, inner strength against outer pressure. It is the 34th episode, and I'm very flattered that you are into this very, very important topic. So thank you for being here and for picking up the tips I am able to give you here. Now let's see. What does it actually mean, this inner guidance, this inner leadership? It is all of that what comes from inside out. Now, what happens is that a lot of people are mainly in the outside world. They are more focusing on that, what others are saying, what the news is talking about, what in general, the outside, which by the way is as well each time an individual suspect, an individual view. So out from there, it is all about to see what is going on in the outside. Now, if we keep up our focus on that, we don't see and hear anything else, and that is not supportive. So I always invite my clients and also here now this audience that you start with care and as well with a lot of attention to really dig inside of yourself, to find out your values, to find out your goals, to find out what is you are driven by. And all of that is called clarity. To have that clarity is making you strong, strong to stand here on the foot, on stage of your life. Because as a matter of fact, it is your stage. A lot of people are very feared by standing on a stage and to talk in front of people. This is something, by the way, I'm going to do now coming Saturday here in Zurich. And people are saying, how can you do that? And it's like, well, come on. We all are on stage. We all are living a life where people observe us, where people listen and hear to us. And we, each day, each minute, shall be careful and also watched over what information we share with the others. And if you are connected with yourself, with the roots of the country, of the earth, then it's much easier to make sure that you do know your clarity. So knowing your values and as well at the same time, knowing your goal is the key of being strong within and not allow yourself to go in the outside world and really focus on what is what somebody else is saying. And if you already have that pleasure to have knowledge about that, then you're really on the run. Then you're really already here to go further with that power of yours. So make sure that you're driven by that. Make sure that you keep up on the road on this. And if yet not, you are not there about your clarity, then feel invited to guide, to find yourself a mentor, somebody who is guiding you. I mean, this is what I am actually doing now, and I really enjoy that. Supporting managers, CEOs, but as well, like solopreneurs, people who have a goal in front and want to achieve it. And if yet you don't know your goal, come on board. We're going to find together your goal. And that's the amazing thing, because then like that, you're really going all in with the right power, knowledge, clarity, and focus. And it's so cool. You see, another great tool, which is the second advice and impulse here, I want to share with you is that each day you're doing something on purpose, what you anyway do. But most of the people, we just simply forget about that. And that is breathing. Oh yeah, I hear one or the other are saying, oh, again, somebody who's talking about the breathing part. But it is that tool which centers us, which gives us power, which gives us strength and orientation at the same time. It is amazing. If you test it out, to really sit and to make sure that you close your eyes and then you breathe in and then you imagine that you take all the great energy, what is around there, and you breathe it in and you feel like all your DNA is building up with that. And then by the time when you breathe out with the mouth, you may make a sound, right? And like that, you imagine that you breathe out everything what is not helpful for you, what is challenging for you. And if you make this circle 5 times, 10 times, you will already settle down. It is good for your health. It's good for your heart pressure. It's good for every cell in your body. So breathing is something what is another great tool to use. And I really invite you to do that. And by the way, if yet you're not used to this, start like I did. A minute, and then 2, and then 3. So it is like training a muscles of yours. The good thing of that exercise, of that breathing, is that you get used to it. That you get used to it, and each time when you have a challenging moment, you're simply going into the activation of doing that. That you simply start by saying, okay, now I need to breathe. I mean, by the way, when I was working in the casino being a CEO, I sometimes was hiding into the toilet and just sit and breathe. When there were these like challenging moments where my temper was like really feeded up, hey, that is part of our life. We are humans, and that's good. What we need to be caring about is to make sure that we do know our tools, that we do know what we have to do next. And that is why I'm serving you here with this 11-11 talk. Because besides of that, providing good information, I think what is also important in our days more than ever is to spread good vibes, good energy, good moods. And this is why I actually started up with the community on school called the Good News Club. I'm doing that because I am personally pretty fed up with all this bad news. I know, there's a lot of things going on in this world, and most of the things I'm not able to change. But what I'm able to change is the focus on the good things. And there are really great things happening. You daily are having a lot of great things. I mean, for example, just yesterday, my man texted me, my husband, and he wrote, listen, darling, instead of flowers, I was sending you something really good. Would you like to drink a lot? It's like Holundersaft. Oh, I love it. And then it's just like, and put a flower on the bottle. And there I opened the fridge and there was this beautiful thoughts. Now, isn't that lovely? This is good news. This is what happens in our daily life. And maybe this idea is, something somebody else wants now to do as well for his or the darling of its heart. So as you can see, that is as well the focus we are now talking about. What do you put the focus on? Is it more like to say, oh, things are not working the way I want? Or are you more like saying, listen, the things what is happening at the moment is not what I want to have in my world. So I'm going to actually change my perspective. Stand up on the chair, stand up on the table, or even, just really going symbolical now in another view. And that already makes things different. Your mindset, your action, your doing is making the big difference. So let's summarize it again. Now, what we had is inner leadership is truly starting with the fact that you are going to go for clarity. You make sure that you know what you have within you, your values, your goals, right? And like that, you center your energy. Second, you use the tool of breathing on a good and caring manner. You train yourself because that is now, as from now on, your tool to get really, really satisfied just by really calm down. And the third, focus, dear. The focus is everything. On what you put your focus, This is what you hold the control. And since you are the master of your life, hey man, you got it in your hands. Therefore, use it. So, my dear, 11 minutes. Short, isn't it? I could talk for another 11 minutes, but here we stop now. If you want to have more information, come into my group, right? Yes, the Good News Club. Love to hear your good news and share with you this energy of vibration. Besides of that, if you want to have a consultation for your company, for yourself, or even if you're looking up for somebody who is speaking at your event, I am your, not man, I am your woman, your lady in action. So feel free to get back to me. I can't wait to get to know you in person. And always, everyone who is listening now here, keep in mind, you are the master of your life. You got your inner leadership. Take it out, and live the life of your dreams. Go all in with it. Thank you for your attention. I'm your Carmen Cornelia Haselwanter and hope to see you next Thursday at the same time here on LinkedIn, YouTube, or in the school community. Take care and all the best. Bye.